The Church Growth and Giving Show, your resource for growing faithful communities. Brought to you by Vanco, helping tens of thousands of churches thrive for over 20 years. Join Jordan and Andy as they share insights drawn from decades of church giving and engagement expertise.
Today we're diving into how to create a great church website.
Most churches don't realize how much their website can either help or hurt their mission. If people can't find service times, stream a sermon, or donate easily, they bounce.
Right, I've done that myself. I'll search churches near me, click a site, and if I can't figure out where to go or what time service is, I'm out.
That's why mobile-friendly, responsive design is number one. Over 98% of people are browsing from their phones. So if your site doesn't look good or work well on a mobile screen, it's not going to work.
Hang on. Responsive design. Can you break that down a bit?
Responsive design means your website automatically adjusts to fit whatever device it's on, phone, tablet, laptop, you name it. It's not about shrinking things, it's about restructuring so it stays user-friendly.
Got it. So if I'm on my phone, the font should still be readable, the buttons easy to tap, and images not breaking the page?
Load speed is key too. Optimizing your images so they're high quality but not oversized, that's a game changer. No one's waiting around 10 seconds for your homepage to load.
Makes sense. And what about pop-ups? I see those a lot.
Avoid them on mobile. They can frustrate users, especially on small screens. Stick with simple, clean design with clear fonts and visible call to action buttons. Think clarity over cleverness.
Speaking of clarity, let's talk navigation. I've seen church websites with like 15 menu items. It's overwhelming.
That's too much. Best practice is to limit your menu to what matters most. Maybe 5 or 6 main options, then use drop-downs or a footer menu for the extras.
And we can't forget CTAs, calls to action, right?
Clear CTAs are huge. Buttons like Give Now, Join Us Sunday, Watch Live help guide people to the next step. A good CTA can boost conversions by over 160%.
Wow, that's huge.
It is. And don't just stick CTAs on your homepage. Spread them out, top banners, section buttons, even the footer.
All right, so we've got mobile friendliness, clean navigation, good CTAs. What else?
If your church collects online donations or personal info, you need an SSL certificate.
If people aren't familiar with SSL, what does that do exactly?
It encrypts data between your site and the visitor's browser. Basically, it makes sure info like credit card numbers or email addresses are safe. Sites with SSL show up as HTTPS, and Google even boosts them in rankings.
So having that little lock icon next to your URL actually helps you get found?
Yeah, it's part of SEO, search engine optimization, and we'll get deeper into that in a bit.
Awesome. While we're still on the topic of design, what about the actual look of the site? Fonts, colors, and photos.
That's where storytelling really kicks in. A church website isn't just information, it's an invitation. The way you design it visually should reflect your church's heart, its mission, and its personality.
So you're saying every photo and every color choice is part of telling your story?
Not just part of the story, a key part. For example, bold colors might reflect a vibrant, passionate worship style. Softer tones, that might signal a more intimate, reflective space. And the images matter a lot. People want to see your community.
So pictures of real people, not stock photos, right?
Yes, real photos of real people in your faith community. Show your congregation. Show your worship, your outreach, your potlucks. Show the heart of your ministry in action.
That's so much more compelling than a generic handshake picture. I want to know if I'll feel welcome, if people look like they're actually connecting.
Right. People don't just want information, they want authenticity. Your site should say, "This is us. Come as you are."
Okay, now let's talk templates. You've got all these platforms, WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, and more. How does a church choose?
Great question. Templates are pre-made layouts that you can tweak and customize. Wix, for instance, has templates categorized specifically for churches and nonprofits that make it super easy to drag and drop elements. WordPress is a little more customizable, but might need some tech savviness or plugin support.
So, Wix for beginners and WordPress for folks who want more control.
That's one way to think about it. Wix is quick and visual, ideal for someone who's not a web designer. WordPress is a powerhouse. It has tons of plugins, themes, and flexibility, but takes a little more time and learning.
Gotcha. And what about Squarespace?
Clean design, very user friendly, but not quite as SEO optimized out of the box. If your church wants to blog regularly or really climb Google's rankings, WordPress usually gives more options. Wix is improving though, and it now has some decent SEO tools.
So, what if a church has no tech skills? Should they hire a developer?
It depends. If the budget's tight, you can build a great site yourself. But if you've got the budget and you want something unique with custom features, special integrations, and high quality design, it might be worth it.
How much are we talking?
Anywhere from $500 to $10,000, depending on the complexity. But if you're using a builder like Wix or WordPress with a good theme and maybe just hiring someone to get you started, you can stay well under that.
So, it's not an all or nothing thing. You could do a hybrid approach.
You definitely can. DIY the content, hire help for design or setup, or vice versa. You have options, and many of the costs, like your domain, hosting, and maybe some plugins, are often under $50 a month.
That's really encouraging. I think a lot of churches feel overwhelmed before they even start.
I've seen that happen, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Pick a platform that fits your skill level. Focus on the essentials: clarity, connection, usability. The bells and whistles can come later.
Okay, so let's say the website is up and running. What content does every church absolutely need?
Start with the basics: a clear homepage that introduces who you are, an About Us that shares your mission and story, ministry pages, a calendar or events page, sermons, either streamed or archived, and a donation page that's easy to find.
And a contact page too, right?
Telling people how to connect with you is vital. Include email, phone, maybe even a contact form. And don't forget to integrate a search bar. Make it easy for folks to find what they need.
I love it. Clean, simple, and intentional.
As for the donation piece, we'll go deeper into that in a second because that page isn't just about function, it's about inspiration too.
Okay, Jordan, let's dig into that donation page. What makes one actually effective?
Great question. First, make it simple. People should be able to donate in less than a minute.
And I'm guessing it needs to be mobile friendly too?
Mobile friendly is essential. Mobile giving is huge. A donation page that's clunky on a phone, that kills momentum. You want large buttons, legible text, and zero distractions.
Earlier you said it's not just about function, but also inspiration?
Instead of just asking for money, tell a story, help people see why their giving matters. Use language like support youth programs or help us feed families, and include photos or testimonials when you can.
So you're showing impact, not just transactions.
Right. It turns giving into something personal, something mission driven, and always offer recurring giving options. A lot of folks want to automate their support, and recurring gifts are more sustainable for the church.
That's such a good point. Now, switching gears a little, you mentioned SEO earlier. Let's break that down. How can churches actually use SEO to get more visibility?
SEO, or search engine optimization, is all about helping people find your website. When someone searches churches near me, you want to show up on that first page, right? Good SEO starts with keywords. Use natural phrases that people are actually typing, like Sunday services in Nashville or youth ministry near me. Add those in your page titles, headers, and even image alt tags.
Alt tags is the text that describes an image, right?
It's a must have that helps with accessibility and search rankings.
And what about blogs? I've heard they help with SEO too.
Fresh content tells Google your site is active. Churches can post weekly sermon summaries, devotional thoughts, even behind the scenes content. Just be consistent.
And social media plays a role here too, right?
A big one. Integrating social media boosts engagement and creates fresh links to your site. Even embedding your Instagram or Facebook feed adds value. Plus, it makes your site feel alive.
So once the site's up, the real work begins. tracking, tweaking, and improving.
It's an ongoing process. Use tools like Google Analytics to see what's working. Are people visiting the events page? Are they dropping off on mobile? That data helps you adjust and grow.
That's so smart. Build a site, sure, but then actually listen to how people are using it. Jordan, this is giving people a lot of great insights and tips. So if you're listening right now and wondering, where do we even start? Start simple. Choose a platform, get the basics live, and build from there, right?
Right. Don't wait for the perfect time to launch. Launch what you have. Add a service time, share a sermon, and invite people in.
And if you need help, we've got tools, templates, even a full marketing strategy ebook ready for you. We also have a free SEO course, which is actually the first session of our larger church growth course. It covers the low hanging fruit of SEO for churches. It also comes with a study guide containing 28 free resources. Last of all, we keep a running list of the best marketing tactics for churches. Head over to the show notes for all those resources.
And if this episode helped you or sparked some ideas, do us a favor, share it with a fellow church leader. Let's help more churches show up well online.
Thanks for joining us here today on the Church Growth and Giving Show. We hope all this information will help spark growth for your church. Please like and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. It also helps support us in creating free materials and content to help you and other churches in your mission.